peeps, you know the strips already. We're going to be looking at 15 years of past paper fractions. So just go amidst that, try to do the solution. I will try to keep it about 3 minutes per question, so that's about 45 minutes. Tyler face to big up yourself, Kenan Brown. Live in the living colors. Kenan, match up that for me now fast. Quick fast. As you know, it's just few days for CSEC exam. So we have to go hard and done now. Yeah. Alright, after 3 minutes I'm gonna begin. So people, let's do what you have to do. You know the strips already. We have to try, right? If you want to be great at maths, you have to attempt questions. You can't just look for solutions. So go ahead. In 3 minutes time. Well, in 3 minutes I will start, so that's next 40 seconds. Just to give some people some time to join the live. Rosie on, big up yourself too. Up Tyler, 100. Yeah. Tyler young, you know, but him still can go and make it down. Yeah. Alright. So guys, if you're joining if you're not on the live now and you're watching back the tape, we're looking at still pause the video and then try, alright? Then after you finish, we compare answers. Alright, so the division, we have to do the division part. Remember the Bundas rule. Oh, Abby, pick up yourself. Abby Noel. Yeah. She even get them questions here from me. I don't know the strips already. Think global, you know. Alright. So we have to do the division part and then we subtract. So we can change this. Let me just get different color ink. I'm like to show me steps, you know. So we're gonna say 4 times 5 and we add 4. So we're gonna change it to improper. So 4, 5, 20, and that would be 24 upon 5 divided by 2 times 3 is 6 plus that will give us 8 over 3. As we say guys, we can just work it by itself first so we don't make a mistake. Now when we are dividing by a fraction, there is a rule. What does this rule say? The rule says that we must change the sign to multiplication and invert, or my 7th graders would say flip the fraction. So 3 is down here, so we carry it up to top, so it's become 3 over 8. A common mistake that students make, they will change this to 5 over 24 times 8 over 3. No students, that was incorrect. Alright, so now when we are multiplying, we can find a number that can go into both denominator and numerator. It must be a number that can divisible by both of them, right? Both of them must be divisible by the number. So we can say that 8 into itself, that goes 1 time. 8 into 24 goes 3 times. Alright, so now that we reach this stage, we can just say numerator times numerator, so it will be 3 times 3 and 5 times 1. Remember, we're doing this top part first. So 3 times 3 is 9 and 5 times 1 is 5. Minus 1 times 3, which is 3 plus 1, that's 4 over 3. Let me just rewrite this up here, so it's 9 over 5 minus 4 over 3. Now when we are adding and subtracting a fraction, we must bring them to a common denominator. Jerry Flex, pick up yourself. White, Shine, big up yourself. Also many people up on the live today. Yeah, me love it, me love it. So when we're adding and subtracting, we must do what? Bring them to a common denominator. Remember these basic stuff were done in earlier videos. So what's the highest common factor of 5 and 3? So you go up by 5 and you go up by 3 with this, right? So I get 6, 9, 12, 15. And the first number that comes in both, yeah, so that's 15. Then we say 5. How many groups of 5 we can get out of 15? That would be 3. So 3 9s, 27. 3 into this goes, 3 into 15 goes 5 times. So we multiply 5 times 4. So now, this is the same thing as this. 27 over 15 minus 20 over 15. And we know the rule, right? Once the denominator is the same, we can just add or subtract the numerator. So 27 minus 20 would give us 7. And that would be our answer. Shine, you good? Alright guys, I'm going to make you guys do a next one and then we shoot. Remember guys, 3 minutes to do it. Only 3 minutes. And it's worth 3 marks. Most of the time it's worth 3 marks in CSEC. Alright? Yeah peeps, we love that man. Like the video, like the video. That's why I help more people, you know. You know Mr. Benny style already. And then you're for help people, don't you? Yeah. And everybody can afford class. I make my class expensive, don't you? Yeah. So I'm just gonna clear the board and then I put one more on the board. I have them on my phone peeps. So just give me a chance. Alright. Alright, on to number 2. And this one that we just did was the year June 89. So it was June 89. Alright, so you guys have 3 minutes to do this one and then we can compare. So it's 5 1/4 minus 2 1/3 divided by 2 1/2. And this was June 89 also, and it was worth 4 marks. In those times, I guess CSEC used to give away more marks. So it was worth 4 marks, and it was June 89. So guys, you have 3 minutes to do that, alright? 3 minutes. Hello? Alright guys, I'm gonna start in the next minute or so. Leave the comment guys, leave the comment of your answers. I'm gonna do 15 questions. Let me just start number them. 15 questions. Yeah, miss, yeah, man, you're not Tika. Stuart, big up yourself. Happy to have you. I know it's your first time, but don't worry about it. We're gonna lock down this CSEC thing, we're gonna lock it down. Everybody a pass. Once you're a part of my channel, you must pass. Guaranteed. Because we're gonna do the actual CSEC exam before we do the actual CSEC exam. My students know it's not a joke thing. When we come to maths, we lock it down. Alright, so let's go now. So this one is different from the previous one, where we have to work the top first and then we divide by 2.5. So we can change this to improper, so it would be 5 times 4, that's 20 plus 1, 21 upon 4, minus 2 times 3, that's 6, plus 1, that's 7 over 3. Remember, we're working the top first. Once it's addition or subtraction, we must bring them to a common denominator. So what's the lowest number that 4 and 3 can go into? And by the way, guys, it doesn't have to be the lowest common multiple. It can be any multiple. Alright? But it's easier when it's the lowest one. Alright? So now we can say 4 times 3, that's 12. So the lowest common multiple would be 12, right? So 4 into 12 goes 3 times. So 3 times 21, that gives us 63, minus 3 into that gives us 4. 7 4s, 28. Now, as I did earlier, we can rewrite this as 63 over 12 minus 28 over 12, right? When the denominators are the same, we can simply just subtract and we get the answer, alright? So 28, that one, 2 more if we make 30, and 30 plus 30, that's 60, so that gives us 35, right? So it's 35 over 12. But we're not finished. As remember, this is the top. So now let's rewrite it. So it's 35 over 12 divide by, that's what the line means. The line means divide by 2.5. So 2 times 2, that's 4, plus 1, that's 5 over 2. Remember, when there's a rule when we are dividing fraction, we must first write back the first one, change it to multiplication, and invert the fraction. So it's 2 over 5. And now we can cancel. We can look what's common, what number can divide into the numerator or the denominator. It must be the same number. For example, 2. We can use 2 can go into 2 and 2 can go into 12. So 2 into 2, 1. 2 into 12, 6. And then now we see if 5 and 35 or 6 can go into 35, right? So we can look on that. So 5 into 5, 1. 5 into 35, 7. 7 times 1 and 6 times 1. So that gives us 7 over 6, or 6 into 7, if you have 7 things, and you take a group of 6, you will get one group, one is left by itself, and you put it over 6, right? So that's, let me see how much marks for that one. Thanks, peeps, thanks. We see 7 likes. Alright, big up on yourself, Mr. Bennett. There you're fooling, you know. Alright, guys, so I'm giving you a little time to take off that, and then we're going to attempt one more, alright? Now your first question in exam will be a fraction. So if you can get your first 3 marks, build your confidence, it will do you a world of good, you know, to get off on the right start. Imagine you go exam and you can't do number 1. And Mr. Bennett have over 10 video with fraction. Joke thing. Some people tell me, say, I won't go where them watch it and it's a reset. I want to see them pass. I hope them pass. This is for you guys. This is not for me, right? That's at the end of the day. Once you pass the exam, it's for you. It's not even for your parents. So I love to teach adults, you know, because they know what it is, they know what time it is, they know the struggles. Alright guys, so I take this one. This one is different. Alright, 3 minutes to attempt it. We can give you a hint, work the top, work the denominator, and then divide. That's the clue, alright? Alright guys, let's go, let's go. 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes. Alright guys, you should be finished by now. It's 3 minutes. Remember, it's 3 minutes per question. Try push yourself, alright guys, without errors. That's how you do it. So we work the top and then we work the denominator. So 3 times 3, that's 9 plus 1, that's 10 over 3 times 1 times 5 plus 1, that's 6 over 5. So work the numerator first. So we'll see what can cancel. Once it's multiplication, we can simply find a number that can go into both the numerator and the denominator. And it doesn't matter if it's so or so, alright? So let us investigate and see. Can 3 go into 10 without a remainder? No, so we can't use 3. Alright. But 5 can go into 10 2 times without a remainder. So 5 into itself, 1. 5 into 10, 2. I'm just using a different kind of differentiate. 3 into itself, 1. 3 into this, 2. So it's 2 times 2 and 1 times 1. So that gives us 4. So the top is 4. So we can just put it over 1. Alright, let's work the denominator now. So it's 3 and 1/3 minus 1 and 1/5, right? So 3 is 9. The same thing as this. So it's 10 over 3. This time is minus 6 over 5. Remember, when we are adding and subtracting, we must bring them to a common denominator. What's the lowest number that can go into 3 and 5 without a remainder? Very good. 15. 3 into 15 goes 5 times, we multiply that by 5. 5 into 15 goes 3 times, we multiply it by 3. So 10 times 5, that's 50. Put the minus, 6 3s, 18. Now we can subtract 50 from 18 from 50 and see what we get. So we get 32, that's 32 over 15. But remember guys, this is very important. A common error for students is that they will change up the question by putting 32 over 15 at the front and then divide by this. But remember, it's the numerator divided by the denominator. So we get this to be 4 over 1 divided by 32 over 15. And remember the rule? We're going to do it so many times, it's going to stuck in your head. So it's keep the first one, change this to multiplication, and reciprocate or flip, as my 7th graders would say. So that we are almost finished. 4 into itself 1, 4 into 30, let's use a different one. 4 into that goes 8 times. So it's 1 times 15 over 1 times 8. So that gives us, oh Mr. Ben, show them this. So that gives us 15 over 8, and that's the same thing as 8 into that goes 1 time, remainder 7 over 8. Let me just say which year this was and how much marks. Alright, so let's go guys. That was worth 3 marks also. And that was the year June 1990. So let's move forward to this one now and see if you guys can get it right. Leave it in the comment section guys. I want to see the answers in the comment section. Remember, you're the one doing the exam, so Ben cannot do the exam for you. I can only help those who want the help. Not everyone wants the help, so I must appreciate you guys for watching and trying to better your future. I wish you guys all the best. So this one is 4 1/3 minus 1 5/6 divided by 1 3/7 times 1 2/3. Go ahead and work this one guys. You have 3 minutes to complete it. So that's 4, so just leave it in the comment section. Alright guys? Who can get this one? Remember, big up everyone, you could be watching Netflix and chill, but you are here, alright? Alright, let me give you a hint. We work the top, then we work the denominator, and the line mean divide. So we divide the numerator by what we get from the denominator. Alright, so by now you guys should have completed it. So we can proceed now. Alright, so let's go. So it's 4 times 3, that's 12, and 1, 13 upon 3. So we keep the denominator, minus 1 times 6 plus 5, so that's 166 plus 5, that's 11 over 6. We bring them to a common denominator. Once it's addition or subtraction, we must bring them to a common denominator. So that would be 6. 3 into 6 goes 2 times. 2 times that is 26, minus 6 into 6, 1, times 11. That gives us 11. So that will give us what? 5, 15 over 6. And this is the numerator. Can I even little bit if I want to know? So now let us work the denominator. So 1 times 7 plus 3, that's 10 over 7, times 1 times 3, that's 3 plus 2, that's 5 over 3. Now, as you see, we cannot cancel anything because there is no number. These 3 are prime numbers, right? And there is no number that can go into them. So what we do, we just say 10 times 5 and 7 times 3. So that gives us 50 and 21. So remember what we got first. We got 15 over 6 divided by 50 over 21. Remember guys, very important, we change the division to multiplication. And remember, do not invert or reciprocate the first fraction, only the second one. So it's 15 over 6 times 21 upon 50 now. Very important. And then we can cancel. What number can go into 6 and 21 without a remainder? Highest number, that would be 3. 3 into 6, that goes 2 times. 3 into this goes 7 times. Is there any number that can go into 15 and 50 without a remainder? Yes, 5, right? So that goes 3 times and this goes 10 times. Big up yourself. Malaya friend. See me get that question here from. 2 times 10. So it's numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. 3 sevens, 21. 2 times 10, 20. Right? And we can also rewrite this as 20. If we have 21 things and we take 20 out of it, we get one big group and remainder 1 over 20. So either this or this, CSEC will accept both. Alright guys, I'm gonna put one more on the board for you guys to attempt. So we're at number 5. Should be writing here beside it, you know. That was June 90 again. So this one now is June 91. And it's actually worth 5 marks back then. I don't know what used to happen now, but it's 3 marks it worth now, alright? So number 5. Hope you guys leaving the answers in this comment section. So it's 2 1/3 plus 3/7. Guys, if you notice, all of them are different so far. So there's a variety of ways that CSEC can set it. So thank God for Mr. Bennett who are preparing you for that. And also for city and guilds. Remember, class goes up until August 6th. So the exam is the 7th, alright? So guys, you have 3 minutes to do that. Let's go. Alright guys, you should be finished by now. Let's go, let's go. No mistake. Alright, so let's go now guys, let's go. So it's the same procedure. We work the numerator and then we divide by what the denominator gives us. So this time is addition. So 2 times 3, that's 6 plus 1, 7 over 3 plus 3 over 7. We find the lowest common multiple of 7 and 3, which is 21. 3 into 21 goes 7 times. 7 times 7, 49. Plus 7 into 21 goes 3 times. 3 3s, 9. 9 and 9 is give you 8. So that's 58 over 21. So this is the numerator. So work out the denominator now. So it's 2 times 3, that's 6. And 1, 7 over 3. Times 1 times 7, that's 7 plus 3, that's 10 over 7. Now remember, when we are multiplying, we look if anything can cancel. Well, if it can't, we just say 7 times 10. And 3 times 7, so we get 70 over 21. So remember, the numerator goes first, so it's 58. Don't change up the order guys and give away your marks. 58 over 21 divided by 70 over 21. So it's 58 over 21. We change the sign, the division sign, to multiplication, and then we reciprocate. So it's 21 over 70. 21 into itself goes 1 time, that goes 1 time. Now let us find a number that can go into 58 and 70 without leaving a remainder. Both of them are even numbers, so we can try 2. And 58 divided by 2 gives you 29, and this gives you 35. So it's 29 over 35. Who got that? Let's go guys, let's go. You should be getting them now. On to number 6, let's go. Alright, one more. Let's go. Teachers are nation builders, you know. So build, you know. No shaky people in a CSEC, right? No shaky people. Not from Jamaica. Guys, you can share it live to, you know. Just share it so other people can see it. But I know everyone should know about Mr. Bennett, you know. Because a regular me depend them something here. Alright, so let me just get this number 6 on the way so you guys can attempt it. I'm going to shell down this place in here. So on to number 6 now. And number 6 says they actually gave us a bracket. Remember the Bundas rule, whenever we get bracket, how do we approach that? Let's go. Shine along that. Everybody on the live, share along that. Whoa, 14 likes. Oh my god, it's growing, guys. First member see this. It's just the beginning, though, you know. So when you plan to go hard, you know. Hey Sandra. Welcome, Sandra. Oh, so my teacher friend Depanit, you know, EDPM. Yeah man, welcome, thanks for joining. Carrie Ann Reed Simpson. Mrs. Carrie Ann Reed Simpson. Respectable person, married, teacher. She also has a YouTube channel. I share that with my students. Guys, remember the link that I sent to you? Yes, she always supporting me. Please, may I beg you to support her also. EDPM. I know most of you are doing EDPM. I learned how to put in watermarks and remove watermarks from her channel and so forth. I'm learning also. Guys, learning must never be too much. You must never ever try to stop learning. You must always learning. Trust me. Alright, so you have 2 more minutes to complete that, and then we can go through it. Remember guys, all of these questions are different. So whatever CSEC bring to you, you can actually do it and say I did this on Mr. Bennett channel. You're going to be exposed to the actual exam before the exam. I always say that to my students. There's no question that they can give you that you haven't seen. That's the objective. That's the purpose of a teacher. To prepare you as much as possible. It's the onus is now on you to ensure that you learn and understand. Right? I'm sorry that you guys can't ask questions, because I love when you guys ask questions. And if you guys don't ask questions, I ask questions. That's how I run my class. Alright. Leave that in the comment section what you get, guys. Alright, someone told me 3/8. That's Sandra Johnson. Sandra, I don't know which school you attend. I'm supposed to give you the phone call from last night live, and I didn't. That's when I realized I didn't have your number, and I didn't. It's only on the channel. So if you can just shoot me that. Alright. So let us see if it's actually 3/8. Alright, so guys, CSEC set it up nicely for us this year. Let me see which year that was. 91. Yeah. We weren't born yet, I guess. But, nevertheless, so we have to work the bracket first and then we divide. So 2 times 3, that's 6 plus 1, 7 over 3, minus 1 times 6, that's 6 plus 5, 11 over 6. By now, everyone should be just going through these basic steps because it's a repetition. That is why I just kind of zoom in on specific topics where you have a repetition and you guys can get it. More than just doing a fraction, a standard form. I'm just going to do them one at a time so we can do them the proper way. Alright. So 3 into 6, that goes 2 times. 7 2s 14. 6 into itself, 1. 11 times 1, that's 11. So this gives us 3 over 6. We can break it down to a half, but we're not going to do that, alright? So now we're going to work this part. So divide 1 times 3, that's 3, plus 1, that's 4 over 3. So we keep the denominator, alright? So now we can say 3 over 6 times, and we invert 3 over 4. And then we can cancel now. 3 into itself, 1, 3 into this, 2. So 3 times 1 and 2 times 4. So very good, Sandra. It is indeed 3 times 1, 3, and 2 times 4, 8. Very good. And you actually did it in the time frame given. Reina, big up yourself, Reina. 3 over 8 also. Very good. And guys, remember these are actual past paper questions. It's not like it's some little random questions. So if you guys are mastering this, just relax in the exam. You're going to master the exam just the same. Back, Reina, back. Yeah, good job. Great job, man. Your parents must be proud. I always tell them, be proud of you guys. Once you're making the effort, that alone show that you're ambitious and you want to pass. Alright, so let us do number 7 now. And I want you guys to go at it again, Go at it again, same way. I'm gonna see who can do this one first. Accurately, not just say who finish it first. And remember guys, your calculator are allowed. So 5 and 2/7 plus 3 and 5/7 divided by 4 minus 2 and 4/5. As I said guys, all of them are different. So go ahead and work that one and see who can get that answer. Alright? Let's go guys, let's go. me nice, that's how me go on. Type in the answer when you finish, guys. Type it in. Look what number is that? I kind of missed the number. So this is number 7. So after this we have 8 to go. Alright, so two answers are in. Reina says 45/6 and Sandra said 7.5. Who will it be? Let's get ready to rumble. Guys, that's how I'm going. You know already. Me have my mad lights, you know. Yeah. Alright guys. If you guys had looked closely, when I was dealing with Abby, I said it to her, but she still went on and do her own thing. She said she's not mathematically inclined. But if you notice, this 2/7 plus 5/7 is actually can give you a whole, right? Don't want to quote me like the lady from maths. So this is actually work out to 9. So this 5 plus 3 is 8, and we add 2/7 plus 5/7. But when the denominators are the same, we add both of them. So it will be 8 plus 7/7, which is the same thing as 1. So that works out to 9, right? So this is 9/1, and then we can work this one now. The numerator now, the denominator now. We can say 4/1 minus 2 times 5. Guys, remember, you always can just put it over 1. It's a whole number, you know, but you still can put it over 1 because it's a fraction. The value doesn't change. Just to make it convenient to you guys, because I know how you guys petty. So 2, 5, 10 plus 4, that's 14/5. And then we find the lowest common multiple, which is 5. No, I can't do it here, so wait. Let's get it up here. So. Right up here. So 4/1 minus 14/5. So 1 into 5 goes 5 times. So 5, 4, 20. 5 into itself goes 1 time. So that gives us 14. So 20 minus 14 will give us 6/5. So now, what we can do now is to bring this. So it's 9/1 divide by 6/5. So 9/1 times 5/6. Let me look back at the answer with something that you say. Well, so 9, 6, and 54. Oh, 9, 5, 45. I'm going to look up here, so. 9, 5, 45/6. Or, both of you are actually correct. Or, 6 into this goes 7 times. That's 6, 7, 42. Remainder 3/6. And it is the same thing as 7.5. So both my students are correct. Bap. Sandra and Reina, you both got that one correct. Very good, guys. Very good. You guys actually make me feel happy. Normally I just me and nobody now interact with me, but I'm very happy tonight. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate you take interest in your own learning. Alright, very good guys. Let's go again. So the 3 marks in exam almost guaranteed already, right? And we're gonna look at standard form, we're gonna look at decimal, every stone gonna be turned, alright? Every stone gonna be turned. Alright, so let me just do number 8 now. Get the number right. So number 8, let's go. And this one is June 93. June 93. So this one, they gives us another bracket. So it's 3 and 2/7 plus 1 and 2/3 divide by 1 and 1/7. Alright guys, go ahead and do that one. And you guys are doing it within the time, so that's very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Alright guys, your time now. Do your thing, do your thing. Make sure practice to make no error. Alright? That's the key. Practice to make no error. And you're on your way, you're on your way. Alright, 1 more minute and then you should be finished. Let's go guys, let's go. Great job so far. Hi Chandin Martin. Reina got 13/3. Yeah, Miss Simpson. Yeah man, I really appreciate it. I learned a lot from you so far. In the summer, I'm gonna watch all your previous videos. All of them. Knowledge is everything. And it feels good to know that you are supporting me because you know we have 2 different fields. But it's both of them education. A lot of people like to think say, oh, because you're a maths teacher, that means you shouldn't be friends with English teacher or we are competing. We're not really competing, you know. Both of we have the same objective, you know, to let our students get the best possible teaching. and for them to pass. So let's have to team up and do a thing. Okay, so both of you got 13 over 3. So I can trust it and say, yeah man, right. Very rarely two person get the same incorrect answer. Alright, so 3 times 7 is 21 plus 2, so that's 23 over 7. Right, remember we must write the bracket first, Bundas rule, and it goes for everything. Once there's a bracket involved, we must do the power and the bracket. Alright, we're going to do all of those things though. So 1 times 3 is 3 plus 2, that's 5 over 3. And then when we are adding and subtracting, we must bring them to a common denominator. So it will be 21. 7 to 21 goes 3 times. 3 times that gives us this number. 3 into that gives us 7. 7, 5, 35. So now we can add 69 and 35. So that gives us, let me see, 5 and that's 104 upon 21, right? So we're going to change this part now. 1 times 7 is 7 plus 1, that gives us 8 over 7. Alright, so let's go now. So it's 104 upon 21. We change this to multiplication. We also invert 7 over 8. So now we can see what can cancel. So 7 to itself 1, 7 to 21, that's 3. Alright, can 8 go into 104? Or there is any number that can reduce it? Well, 2 can reduce them because it's an even number. But 8 into itself 1, 8 into this. So this will give us 1 right here and 2. So that's 13. So it's 13 times 1 and 3 times 1. Bop, 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 bop. Both of you got it correct. Very good, guys. Very good going. Or we could say 3 into 13 goes 4 times and 1 remainder. Either way, CSEC will accept your answer and give you the full marks. That's what my HOD told me. She marks the paper. Look up yourself, Miss Evans. Alright, so we're at number 9 now. Let's see how you guys handle number 9. Very good going though, guys. So number 9, it's different again. So it's 5 and 4 over 6 minus 4 and 2/3 divided by 3 and 2/3. Type of 2/3. And this one is January 93. So we have the June and we have the January. The January normally a little bit difficult, the receipt. But none of my students and this are supposed to have no receipt, alright? Straight pass we are talking about. Straight pass. Remember guys, do it step by step, don't rush it. Even though I say I'm timing you, that's just for the exam purpose, alright? Make sure you double check each step because it's very important. You maximize all your marks in the exam. Alright, let me check the chat now and see if you guys finish. So well on, one get 3 over 11 and one get 11 over 3. Oh, you change it. Alright. So it's 3 over 11. Alright. We just wait 30 more seconds to see if any more answers coming in. And then we shut it down. Alright. So work the top first. So 5, 6, 30 and that 34 over 6 minus 4 times 3, 12 plus 2, that's 14 over 3. We'll find the lowest common multiple, which is 6. 6 into itself 1. We multiply by that, so 34 times 1. Remember guys, anything times 1 are the anything. Alright? 3 into that goes 2 times. So 2 times that gives us 28. 1, 2 more if we make 30 and 4, so that's 6 over 6. So this works out to actually 1, right? So it's 6 over 6. You can work with it the same way. We can work the denominator now. 3 times 3, 9 plus 2, that's 11. So it's divided by 11 over 3, right? But remember, when we are dividing, we must do what? Reciprocate. We change it to multiplication and then we reciprocate, so we get 3 over 11. So this we can say 6 into itself 1, 6 into itself 1, so we get 3 over 11. And that would be our answer. Alright, great job guys, great job again. Yeah, man, I know that Reina, very good, very good. Very good Sandra. We say flip or reciprocate, you know, mathematical term. Very good job guys. Alright, so that was number, let me just see, look back on this. That was number 9. So we on to number 10. We almost through guys, we almost through. Tomorrow is Saturday. I know you guys not going anywhere, so just stay up, alright? Don't leave it, don't leave it. The more practice is the better. In fact, We rarely have to go back on fractions after tonight. After we probably watch the video again, we don't need to spend a lot of time on it, right? It's a complete revision. And you guys are actually working, and I'm so proud of you. When you finish, tell mommy or daddy or both to give you some ice cream. So Benny said for giving you ice cream as a treat. Alright, do this one now, guys. Let's go, let's go. Thanks Shanae for sharing. I saw it on your WhatsApp status. Thank you, girl. Remember now guys, not everyone can afford tutoring, but everyone needs to pass. Because at the end of the day, we are all growing up to be adults and we need to get our jobs. So, you know, we just have to do what we have to do. I know it's not easy, but at the end of the day, we can do this. We must do this. It's not for our parents, but it's for us. We want to have money, we want to have our family. There's this saying that I always say, the more you learn, the more you earn. Alright? The more you learn, the more you earn. So it's up to you guys to just do what you have to do, right? Alright, I'm gonna go back on the chat and see if you guys are finished. Remember, the more you learn, the more you earn. Let's go, let's go. We can do this, we can do this. And remember guys, the entire syllabus is up. Fractions is also on it already, but we're going to do a complete revision on each topic. We're going to do a complete revision on each topic. Nevertheless, you don't take nothing for granted. Multiple choice is on it. Every topic is on it. Alright, so I get 3 over 5 and 4 over 125. Which will it be? I think it's a small number, this one, do you know? The way it look. Alright, so let's go. So we know that we must do the numerator part first, and then we divide, the line mean divide. For those of you who might just be joining, the line mean divide. So work the top first, and then we divide by 2.5. So let's go. This is pretty straightforward. There's no number that can go into 3 and 5 without a remainder. So we just say 1 times 3, that's 3, and 5 times 10, that's 50. So we're actually finished with the numerator. So now we're going to do the denominator. So 2 times 2, that's 4, plus, remember, I'm going to put the divide sign. I don't want nobody get mixed up. 2 times 2, that's 4, plus 1, that's 5 over 2. But we are not finished, right? Remember, when we are dividing, the rule says we must change division to multiplication, and we flip, or we reciprocate, or we invert. So many terms for it? 3 over 50 times 5 over 2/5 rather. Alright, so now 20.1, 20.25. So 3 times 1 and 25 times 5. So that gives us 3 and 125. Hey, Miss Simpson, my good friend. Tracy Simpson, big up yourself. That's a maths teacher there, right there, girl. Peeps. Yeah, man, my good, great friend. She's more than a friend, to be honest. She's like family. Yeah. What about Miss Simpson? Big up yourself. Share this with the students, them, you know? Because we have to do the work, you know. We have to do the work. Number 10, number 11 we reach now. Yeah, man, big up Tracy, man. Thank you so much. One of mine say Jerry and Steve and stuff join. You know the chefs go already. When you do things and your family are supporting, you know, guys, it's like it's different, you know. Different energy. You feel encouraged, you feel energetic and them something there. So big up Miss Tracy, man. She's a maths teacher. She don't need this, you understand? But she still join to support me. Big up, man. Thanks so much. Alright, so we're going to look for number 11 now. They're actually getting easier now, guys. Remember I said 15. Only 15 of them I got. So let's see number 11, what it says. This one is also as a bracket. So it's 3 and 3/5. And we know the rule of the brackets, right? We must do the bracket first. This one is a minus now. I open and call me so late. This must be Jesus. Hello? Yeah, what's up? Alright, good. Read it. Thanks. Alright guys, that was a money call. You know we have to work the money down. It's a Jamaica. And guys, I want to encourage you guys, when you start working, find a second job, alright? If you're gonna stay in Jamaica, it's very rough. Alright guys, 2 more minutes and then you're finished. 2 more, let's go. Today is Friday. You guys ain't going anywhere, right? Tomorrow. Your learning comes first. Don't put nothing above your learning, guys. Nothing at all. You guys don't reach family something yet. Some get married and them something, so focus on this. Build yourself, guys. Build yourself. It's better to have your education and you can get a job. Eventually your job will come along. Or when the job come and you don't have your maths and them turn it down from university and them something there. Although people not get no ratings when you deal with education, you know. A bikini and something around Instagram and thing. But nevertheless, we still have to do what we have to do, don't we? Yeah. Alright. So I'm going to run through this one now and then we do a few more. We're almost through though. So we have to work the bracket first. So it's multiplication. So it's 3 times 5, that's 15. Plus 3, that's 18 over 5. Times 1 times 3, that's 3. Plus 2, that gives us 5 over 3. Remember guys, when we are multiplying, we can just find a number that can go into the numerator and the denominator without a remainder, and we reduce it, right? 5 into 5, 1, 5 into 5, 1. 3 into itself, 1, 3 into that, 6. So we get 6 over 1. We can leave it at 6 over 1, you know. If I feel comfortable, doesn't matter. Minus 2 times 7, that's 14. Plus 2, that's 16 over 7. We know that when we are adding and subtracting, we must bring them to a common denominator. So the common denominator would be, let me just do it up here, so, because I want everyone to see them. It would be 7, right? So 1 into 7 goes 7 times. 6 times 7 is 42, minus 70 itself, 1. So that gives us 16. Now it wants what? 4 more if we make 20. So 4 plus 20 plus 6. That's something like 26 over 7. And that is our answer. Or we can say 7 into 26, 7 3s, 21. That remainder 5 over 7. Let's double check. Yeah, 26 over 7. Yeah man, that's it. Alright, great job guys. Sandra, you got it correct. Ricardo Blake, welcome sir. Welcome sir, Ricardo Blake. Also has a YouTube channel guys, check it out please, Ricardo Blake. We have to support each other. The black population is the largest in the world. Yet, if you go on YouTube and so forth, Instagram, more white people have more followers and everything. Me not fight against a race or anything, you know. All I'm saying that if we support each other, we would be the best in everything, right? Because are the largest then. Because our population is larger than every other nation. But the thing about it is, we're not supporting each other. We rather support others than our own black people. You know, I had a student over for PEP. You know, he used my internet to do class and so forth, and they're here, and I didn't have a class at the time because an online class did go on. And him just say, sir, the teacher just sent me a video to the class WhatsApp, and the joy what the youth have, it make me feel different. Big up yourself, Lucia, man. It's like the way the youth happy for me, I say, Janu, you know, I hope and pray him continue upon the same part there. Him say, I go Calabar, I pray and hope him go, because him say, I'm an athlete. He wants to have a YouTube channel, you know, when he is V Gamer. So big up to every teachers who are sharing my videos and so forth. Really appreciate it. Alright, so we can go on to the next one now. And then you guys can go back to Netflix and Instagram and listen to music. Cause we have to do that, you know. I not say when you just do work alone, you know guys, because work alone can't cut it. Tell the parents and me say, you know, have to have little fun. Go to the beach, you know, meditate. Make sure you guys eating properly and so forth. Take your vitamins, because to study it takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of you. I'm not even joking. The reason I can be here now standing like this because I'm used to it. But it takes a lot out of you to study and so forth. So you have to take care of your body. Make sure you meditate. Get your sleep. I soon come with a video. We'll deal with this something there. Miss Tracy, big up yourself. Oh God, big up yourself. Alright guys. Alright, so we're at number 12. Almost finished. 3 after this. And then we're through. So it's 2 and 2/3 minus 1 and 5/6 divided by 2/3. These are actually simpler than the earlier ones. So I know you guys gonna run through these. Miss Tracy, big up yourself. Yo, my friend, I didn't mess it up. Big up yourself, Mr. Blake. Yeah, man, many respect, man, many respect. Alright, 1 more minute and then you're finished. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Push yourself, guys. Push yourself. CSEC gonna be a joke, you know. As we say, we're gonna do the entire CSEC before July 7th. So we're at number 12, so we're gonna do 13, 14, and then 15, and we're through. Alright. Let me just check the chat to see if anyone finished and what's your response. Alright. So it's 5/4 or 1 1/4. And I trust you guys. You guys have been consistent throughout the night, so I really believe you. So we work it up first, 2, 3, 6, and that 8/3 minus 1 times 6 plus 5, that's 11/6. Find the denominator, the LCM rather of the denominator, which is 6. 3 to that goes 2 times, 8 times 2, 16, 16 to that 1, so we get 11 right here. So we'd have gotten what? 5 over 6, yeah, divided by 2/3. So I'm just bring it up the top. So it's 5 over 6 divided by 2/3. So we keep this, change to multiplication, and we invert. 3 into itself 1, 3 into this 2. So that's 5 over 4, or 1 1/4. Very good, guys. Very good. Very good. Show your parents the chat, you know. Show them the chat. Come on, them say, and make it up. So we're gonna go on to 13 now. Great job, guys. Great job. And every topic we're going to add, we are going to do same treatment. Every topic, what that coming in CSEC, we're going to look at it and the same way we are going to deal with it. As well as street, it does say grimy. So 1 over 7 plus, bracket kind of ugly still, you know. Nah, I love Spice and Shaggy new song and Sean Paul. The song they hot. When I'm done at that song, they may go beat first when the live end. Yeah man, good job guys, great job. Thank you guys for staying for the entire live. We're almost finished now. So after this, just 2 more. But do remember, you can share with your friends. Some of them lazy and them asleep now. You can still share with them. So you go, you know. And guys, do remember, I'll be doing the city and guilds as soon as CSEC exam is over. I'm gonna do at least 3 classes per week. I'm gonna start with the concept. That is just such a marvelous exam. Not many students at my school do it, but few do it. They do both CSEC and city and guilds. So I just think that I'm gonna cater for everyone, not just my students at my school. So I'm gonna look and have the book. It's such a nice exam. You actually know what type of questions you'll be getting. Like for example, you know they're gonna test you on conversion from decimal to fraction, fraction to decimal. They put it in point form, and you as a teacher have to make sure you go through all of that. So I'll be using that. Usually I get 100% pass in that. But this year the objective for me is to get everyone to get a distinction. It's quite possible. Once persons are interested, it's not many students, it can be done if students are interested. Alright, let's go to the chat now. Thanks miss, thanks miss. Yeah man, I'll be doing it. Once they are subscribed to the channel though, they will get the notification. At that time, I'll be on holiday. So it will be in the afternoon because I'll be having summer school. But, yeah man, definitely, probably at 4 p.m. each day. I want it to be a set time where students can just look forward and just, alright, 4 p.m. to 5. it's gonna be City and Guilds. It's a very good exam. It's accepted in 260 countries. I really love that exam. 60 multiple choice questions. A lot of adults are going to be doing it also, so I'm trying to reach out to them also. It's very good. Even me as a teacher, I want to do it. Because you never know. You can end up off abroad and you get your job with it right away. Because it's their exam. I really love it. I really, really love it. Alright. So let's work the bracket first. Despite this the out here, so we still have work the bracket first, right? But there's nothing here so to work really though. So 2/3, we change it to multiplication and we invert. As I said, these are becoming easier. So we can 3 into 3, 1, 3 into this, 4. So 2 times 4 and 1 times 11. So that will give us 8 over 11. So it's 1 over 7 plus 8 over 11. I'm going to rewrite it up here, so I want everyone to see it clear. So it's 1 over 7 plus 8 over 11. And we know that once you're adding and subtracting, we must bring them to a common denominator. So this would be 77. 7 to this goes 11. Anything times 1 add anything, right? This what we just do? Crazy. That into that leaves 7. 7, 8, 56. So now we can add it and we get 67 over 77. And that will be our answer. Okay, miss. Yeah, art pay for it. The government pay for it here so also. I went to a City and Guilds seminar and they told us that it's free from British. It's the Jamaican government that actually put a charge to it. But I really enjoy teaching it. It's very good. Usually students who do level 3 at my school, I just sign up everybody for a level 3. Usually, if you pass it at level 3, you can just go right into CSEC because it's the foundation. And you can just go build on it. I take teaching seriously, miss, because I see the impact it have on students. Sometimes students don't know what's going on in the world, They think because their mother made the sacrifice and give them this and give them that. They think it is easy. But it's when they go on their own now. That's when they realize how difficult life is. When I was at their age, I didn't understand either. So I'm not going to pretend like I was perfect as a youth and so forth. I wasn't. Live and we learn. And they're going to make mistakes. Sometimes we have to just be the adults and guide them and help them and so forth. Nobody on this earth is perfect. Absolutely nobody. Alright, let me just get back number 14 and number 15. I'm going to put both of them on the board now so we can close off. Thank you guys so much for staying. I know it was a very long live, but understandably so. We want to do as much as possible in preparation for the exam. Bolt, as a board said, he trained for 4 years to run 11 point something. So people are going to just say, oh, he just run for 9 seconds and make how much millions. No, it's the work where you put in. I remember when you and Blake run the film in train so till him vomit. Because he must say, no man, Blake can deal with me too grimy. So I'm going to put these both on here one time. And then after which we can close it. And again, thank you guys so much You guys can request any topic you want, and we deal with it just the same. I search for the questions, past paper questions, I give you the concept, and we can go through it. And Miss, thanks so much, Miss. Thanks so much. I know it's Friday and teaching work never end. So thank you for joining and so forth. I know how difficult a teacher life is. Always something adding on to your job description. From I born, I never see nothing like this. So these are the final two. But I must say, good job guys. Thanks for joining. You guys, if anything and you're not clear, you can always leave a comment and I'll go through it again and I'll address it. Oh, bearings. I did part 1 of bearings, so I'm going to do part 2 shortly. I'm getting in some questions. But I did do the introduction to bearings. The live lasted for 45 minutes. It was very good, very good. Alright, so this is 1. Oh, this is number 15. So I just do 14 and 15. So in the bracket we have 1 and 1/7 plus 2 and 2/3. Close the bracket. Divide by 2 and 2/3. And for this one, it's 2 and 1/3 minus 1.5 divided by 1 and 5/6. Oh, congratulations to the students at St. Mary's College that was graduating today. Big up on yourself. I know you guys work so hard. Yeah. Because of the COVID, I didn't get any invitation this year. But you know what, go already. I was there in the spirit with cheering on you guys. And I'm so proud of you guys. And someone wants to see you guys graduate from university. Don't stop there. Get your first degree, move on to the next, and continue on your path. So proud of you guys. Alright, I'm just gonna split the board so you can share for both of them. Alright, so guys, again, thank you guys so much. I'm just gonna do both of them and then we close the live. Thank you guys so much for joining. Remember guys, I share it with people. Not everyone can afford tutoring sessions and something. So this even longer than a tutoring session. And we still can interact because I can look on my phone on the chat and see, and I can dialogue with you guys same way. So if you have questions, I still can address it. So it's not a normal where I just do a video and if you're not sure on something, you don't know what to do. You can ask live. That's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to be watching the chat so we can have a little dialogue session, because sometimes things might not be clear and then you can ask a question and we'll just clear it up and we'll move on. Alright. So we do the top first. So it's 2 times 3, that's 6, so that's 7 over 3. Minus 1 times 2, that's 2 plus 1, that's 3 over 2. So we'll find the LCM, which is 6. 3 into 6 goes 2 times. We multiply it by the numerator. 2 into 6 goes 3 times. So 3 3s 9. We just make the space small because we're not gonna go all the way over there. So 9 and 1 10, and that's 5 over 6 divided by 1 times 6 plus 5, that's 11 over 6. So now, remember the rule says we change to multiplication and we invert, so we get 6 over 11. So 6 into this itself 1, so we get 5 over 11. And that is our answer. I have no doubt that you guys get it. You've been consistent all night. Alright, so work the bracket first. So 1 times 7 is 7 plus 1, that's 8 over 7, plus 2 times 3, that's 6, plus 2, 8 over 3. And notice most of them have 7 and 3. When it's add and subtract, we must find the lowest common multiple. In this case is 21. 7 into 21 goes 3 times. Oh guys, remember you must know your timetable, alright? 3 into that goes 7. 7, 8, 56. You notice I'm not each with it. We don't have to practice it. It's repeat addition. So it's like you're adding 8 7 times. And if you're adding 7 8 times. I have videos on these already. Alright? So this would give us 80 over 21. We just work out this now. 2 times 3, that's 6. Plus 2, that gives us 8 over 3. We just tidy it up and finish it right here. So 80 over 21 times, we invert, so 3 go back on top now. And we can simplify. So 8 into 8, 1, 8 into 8 is 10. And 3 can go into 21 on itself. So it's 10 over 7, or 7 into 10. If you have 10 things and you take out group of 7, you have one group of 7, and that remains at 3 over 7. Alright. Again, thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I'm not just gonna do fraction alone. I'm gonna be doing bearing, everything. I do factorization, every single thing. Perimeter, area, everything. Standard form, decimal, every single thing. Once it's a part of the syllabus, we're going to be doing it for the 2 weeks that leave. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining. Big up on yourself. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for sharing and all of that. Really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys in the next video, alright? Yeah, Reina. 80 over 49. That's crazy, girl. That's how it go, man. That's how it go. Yes, Sandra. It's okay, man. Thank you also. Remember, you can share it to your friends. You know, you have some people who not really are going for them and thing because of pandemic. And if they want to learn, notice I said if they want to learn. Not everyone wants to learn, and we have to accept that, alright? So those who want to learn, I'm willing to help them. And if they are doing city and guilds also, I'm willing to help them. After the exam, because it's way in August, I just decided, alright, make July come, and then have 1 month with the city and guilds. So the objective is CSEC now, but after that we're going to do the city and guilds and we're going to take the same approach. We're going to use the syllabus and do all the points, them in points, and we'll do all the pointers step by step. We're not going to rush it, just going to do the live same way. So just spread the word, guys, and thank you so much. Actually I have an ad on Facebook that I paid for it to sponsor it. So they're pushing it out to people and so forth. So again, thank you guys so much for joining, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is Mr. Bennett. I'm out.